Hi, welcome everyone. Getting value from agricultural produce is a very lucrative business that many do not know. The few who know are making millions in dollars. Enter the Nigerian company that just launched production and it is led by a woman. As they say, whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. Her company is one of many that took advantage of the CBN import prohibition list. All products on the list are prohibited from getting foreign exchange from the official channels. People who want to import these items must buy forex from the black market, which the exchange rate is going haywire recently. That's if you can find dollars in the first place. Many people are setting up local manufacturing of the prohibited items so they can fill the void and, of course, make some money for themselves. That's exactly what Yemisi did. She first set up a cassava processing plant where they extract the starch from the cassava. That was before the starch was added to the import prohibition list. Sales wasn't as good because of imports, but immediately starch was banned. Boom! Many multinationals turned to her company to fill up their supplies, and production quickly reached 40 tons per day. Not only that, they have sold more than $20 million worth of starch to the Nigerian breweries, Nestle, Unilever, and many other multinationals. Before the CBN import prohibition, these companies were importing starch worth more than $7 million per annum. After the success in starch production, the company have taken another bold step and expanded into another byproduct of cassava, which Nigeria also imports. But because there are no cassava to sorbitol processing plants in Nigeria and even Africa, she had to design one with her team. In fact, she ended up building the second largest cassava to sorbitol processing plant in the world. The first one is in Indonesia. According to her, she faced challenges at the onset and she had to assemble a team of brilliant young Nigerians. They brainstormed day and night until they came up with the design of the processing plant. The cassava-based sorbitol plant is 100% their intellectual property. It was designed and built from scratch to completion by Nigerians. All their efforts have now paid off as Sultry International is now filling the gap and supplying cassava-based sorbitol to the Nigerian market. Sorbitol is a naturally occurring sweetener that is used in making toothpaste, oral hygiene products, and also in the pharmaceutical industry. The cassava processing plant is expected to provide more than 10,000 direct and indirect jobs in the surrounding communities where the plant is located in Oyo State. Farmers within the 200-kilometer radius of the factory can supply them cassava and get paid instantly. This is brilliant. There is nothing more satisfying than having a ready market that can buy all you have as fast as you can produce them. This will motivate farmers in the area to acquire more lands and expand their farms because they know that immediately after harvesting the cassava, they are already swimming in money. This brings us to the big one, the largest cassava-based ethanol plant in Makurdi, Benue State. Before we see that, make sure to subscribe to our channel now and enable notification. You can also join our channel membership to donate and support our work. Thanks for your support. Now, let's see another massive cassava processing plant that was just opened in Benue State. This massive plant was built by a Chinese company. These are images from last year when the construction started. You can see how fast they built the plant, and just like the other company in Oyo, they will process the cassava to extract ethanol from it. Ethanol is an industrial chemical that is used in many industries, and Nigeria is a huge importer of ethanol. So this company will definitely reduce that Another thing to know about foreign investment in Nigeria is the fact that Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission Act actually allows 100% foreign ownership of a foreign company to be registered in Nigeria and operate and do business in Nigeria. Although most of the time it is actually Nigerians that partner and bring the investors to Nigeria to set up shop. So many Chinese companies you see that are operating in Nigeria are actually co-owned by Nigerians. Nigeria is a very liberal country and a huge market where foreign investors can invest and return on investment is very high. This is because most sectors of the economy are largely still untapped. Just like the first company shown in this video, it is actually the first and only cassava to sorbitol processing plant in Nigeria. There are many of such in many sectors in Nigeria where there are monopolies or just few companies manufacturing certain products. So if you're a foreign investor watching this video and you want to invest in the manufacturing sector in Nigeria, you can get more information by visiting the Nigerian embassy in your country, or you can also visit the NIPC website to learn more about investment opportunities in Nigeria. Why many people have concerns about foreign ownership of companies in Nigeria, it doesn't actually matter. What matters is the value they provide, the jobs they create. Look at this company, for instance. Many people will actually decide to go into cassava farming just because they are around their community. When you have a ready market that can buy cassava in large quantities, as you can see large trucks of cassava in the factory, so it will motivate many people to go into cassava farming in Benue State. And if you're in Benue State already considering going into cassava farming because of this company, this is what the company pays per ton of cassava. 38,000 naira per ton. This price is for 10 tons and above. If it is below 10 tons, they will pay you 32,000 naira per ton. You can see there's an incentive for large quantities. Also, one important thing to note is that this price is for cassava that has 18% minimum starch content. So you can do your research in advance to know the type of cassava stems to plant so that you can get the maximum amount on offer. Many might be wondering if this might affect the price of garri, fufu, and other cassava-related foods that we eat in Nigeria. Well, it depends. Garri, for instance, will always be a little bit expensive because of the many steps that are involved in garri production. The cassava has to be fermented for a few days and then fried, which are all done manually compared to the farmers just selling them raw. Of course, garri producers now have a huge competitor who can buy any quantity. It's a wonderful development overall. Thousands will be employed in the community and no single cassava will ever go to waste in this community. A lot of agricultural produce go to waste in Nigeria because most farmers harvest them and transport them to the open market to sell them. If they don't finish selling them the same day, there's no way to store for another day. So most of them will eventually perish. It is nice that companies are now investing in agriculture value chain so that wastages can stop and farmers will get value for their efforts, which will ultimately motivate them to expand their farms. There are new cassava processing plants that started operations recently in Nigeria. There's one in Rivers State, Akwa Ibom, Kogi, and other places. Yemisi is not alone. There are many companies in Nigeria that took advantage of the prohibition of many products by the CBN from getting dollars at the official exchange rate. Many companies doubled their production capacity within a few years the policy started in order to meet demand. One such company is Ulam Nigeria Limited, Back in the day, they struggled to sell their products because many people were importing foreign rice, but now they have expanded their farms by thousands of hectares, employing thousands of direct staff and seasonal workers. They also buy cash crops like cocoa, cashew, and others from farmers. Now to the big one. Ulam Nigeria Limited just got $200 million from International Finance Corporation to enable them increase wheat and corn production. This will be hugely beneficial to Nigeria because there is a shortage of wheat worldwide, occasioned by the conflict in Ukraine and Russia. A combination of inflation, high exchange rate, and scarcity of wheat have more than doubled the price of a medium-sized loaf of bread in the past few weeks. So if they are able to increase wheat production in Nigeria, we might be seeing a fall in the price of bread and other food produced from wheat. Likewise, Nigeria has received $134 million from Africa Development Bank to be disbursed to about 250,000 farmers in northern Nigeria. Each farmer is expected to cultivate 1 hectare of land in the 2022 dry season. Overall, wheat output is expected to reach 750,000 metric tons. Yes, there's a lot going on. There are massive developments in Nigeria, but like many will always say, why doesn't it reflect on the average man on the streets of Nigerian cities? The fact is that the naira has lost a lot of value, and it reflects on the price of goods and services. Even agricultural produce are not left behind. For instance, a bag of paddy rice straight from the farm sells for about 10,000 naira. About 10 years ago, the same bag was sold for about 2,000 naira. This is the result of not just inflation, but the quality of the product. Many Nigerian grown rice can compete with foreign ones these days, and even if importation of rice wasn't prohibited in the country, there's no way imported rice will sell at the amount it used to sell 10 years ago because of the naira devaluation. Also, many foreign products have disappeared from the shelves of supermarkets as a result of that. Importing them at the current exchange rate will make them too expensive. It sounds like an unfortunate situation, but many are actually making bank because of the weak naira. The weak naira favors exporters because it actually makes Nigerian made goods cheaper for someone buying with a foreign currency. So in order to drive the economy to greater heights, production must increase significantly so that more goods will be chasing fewer people instead of the other way around, which will ultimately drive down inflation while providing more jobs for the people. Alright, we hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and enable notification. Also, make sure to join our channel membership to donate and support the work that we do. Till next time, bye bye.